Members of Diepsloot, their leaders have arrived at the union buildings, and earlier they refused to hand over their memorandum to someone who described himself but is unknown to them. They have now managed to get their way into the union buildings. That's where we find Nqobile Madlala to tell us where these community leaders are in their process and in their quest to get President Cyril Ramaphosa to address them. Nqobile.
What we have seen is that they've now gone inside. They were actually taken in by the same person that had come to speak to them, who's an official. We understand that Mr. Mandau is an official in the office of the presidency, and he has come himself to get them from the parking lot. You'll see that there's a taxi that is parked there. That's the taxi that they are currently traveling in. And that taxi is now out of the park already. There was about 11 already that were able to come, with the councillor of the ward being unable to come due to the fact that he had to go to the council. We do know that now they've asked for 4 people to come in and speak to someone who is senior in the office of the presidency. So they've gone inside. We have seen the pastor. If you remember, the pastor was the one that spoke about the fact that it's very important that they have someone who's senior, that they wanted to communicate how they felt first before providing any paperwork. He is one of the people that have gone inside. We have seen also a lady who we haven't spoken to, but we understand she is a resident in Diepsloot, and she has gone inside as well. And of course, Loyiso, who's the community leader, we saw him also going inside. But interestingly, we've seen Lifa also coming outside and just standing here with some of them as they wait. But there is a sense of obviously anxiety in terms of what will happen, but they are awaiting for that moment. We have been told that the meeting should roughly take about 20 minutes. In that 20 minutes, then they'll be able to come up with the answers they need, which potentially could also be just like the official have definitely writing.
Losing you intermittently there. Not quite sure what's happening with the audio. It won't allow us to have a clear crossing. We'll touch base with you a little bit later on as soon as we have sorted that issue out. Essentially, Newzroom Afrika's Nqobile Madlala at the Union Buildings in Pretoria. That's where some community leaders from Diepsloot, who are also being led by a pastor, have arrived. They are now inside the building. She says they've been received by a high-level official from the office of the presidency, and she'll continue to give us an update in terms of what came out of their meeting. Essentially, they want the president to come to Diepsloot so he can witness for himself what it is that people are faced with on a daily basis. Okay, Nqobile Madlala, I believe that you are back. So you were walking across the road to show us some of the other community members that are there.
Yes, indeed, they are waiting patiently, as you can see them. You remember the delegation, again, is made up of about 12 people, 11 at this point, because the one person couldn't come. So these are some of the people that are waiting patiently to see the outcome of that meeting, which we now understand will only be 20 minutes maximum at this point, because they are going to be expressing their concerns, and then they'll look in terms of how the paperwork is going to go. But let's perhaps get an idea from some of the people that are here, how they feel. I mean, Baba, I can imagine you've got a bit of anxiety with an outcome because you guys have been waiting for so long here.
Yeah, now we have been sent a delegation inside the union building, but we thought maybe they will answer them, they will give them an answer that they will fit us so that the community can hear what they have sent us. So what we need is only the president, not the ministers. Yes.
So now that the delegation is inside, and whilst you wait here, what are you hoping for?
We hope that they will come with a nice answer, that they will talk with the officials inside, that we want the president. We don't want anyone. We want the president to come at Diepsloot and give us the solution that what we have to do. We want the solution from the president.
What would this mean for Diepsloot people if the president does decide that he comes?
If the president decides to come, which means we will have an answer to come and give us what the police must do, what you must take a quick response that we don't want anything that what we want anything that you can tell us. It's only the foreigners that we want the foreigners to go.
All right, no, I hear you.
Yes.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. So they are, of course, awaiting those answers that are going to come from that meeting with the 4 people that have gone in to delegate on behalf of the already 11 people delegation.
Thank you very much, Nqobile Madlala, for that report.